Welcome to the Talkin' Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. I think it's safe to say that Josh Heupel knows a thing or two about developing quarterbacks, and I think he is creating a quarterback pipeline at the University of Tennessee. Just look at his track record. Going all the way back to 2015, Kent Myers at Utah State threw for almost 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. We all know what he did developing Drew Lock at Missouri. You go on to Central Florida, Mackenzie Milton, and then follow that up with Dylan Gabriel. Comes to Tennessee, we see what he did with Hendon Hooker. They went out and won 11 games in year 2. Hendon Hooker wraps up his career first in Tennessee career completion percentage and first in career passer efficiency. Couple of big-time statistics for Hendon Hooker, and we all would be in agreement that his career at Tennessee should have ended in New York. It should have been a Heisman Trophy campaign. I'm not saying he deserved to hoist the trophy, but Hendon Hooker definitely deserved to represent his team as a Heisman Trophy finalist. I don't think anybody can really argue or disagree with that. So who's next? Who's the next great Tennessee quarterback? You can say, well, Boogie, we already got him. He's already on campus. That's the 5-star quarterback, Nico Iamaleava. Well, what about after him? How do you go recruit a kid in the class of 24, a kid in the class of 25? You have to take a quarterback every cycle. We saw Jake Merklinger in the class of 24, highly rated 4-star prospect, says, I don't care who's at Tennessee. I'm committing. I'm coming to compete. Huge commitment getting Jake Merklinger in the boat for the class of 24. But what about the class of 25? I'm starting it early because the recruitment starts early. We're going to take a look at this article from on3.com. They just recently put out the initial rankings for the class of 25. 5-star quarterback Bryce Underwood led the way as the top player in the country. Now, as of now, these rankings are going to shift. They're going to change. You're talking about kids that are going into their junior season of football. So these rankings will continue to move up and down. And this article is saying, hey, who out there can compete for that number 1 spot in the class of 25? And the interesting thing about it, Tennessee is out front for 2 of the best quarterbacks in the country in that 25 class. We're going to take a look at a couple of them here. First, George McIntyre, 4-star quarterback. Again, that's likely going to change. I could see George McIntyre ending up as a 5-star prospect. Says he currently checks in as the number 2 quarterback in the class of 25. Tall pocket passer with a strong multi-sport background, has shown some flashes of playmaking ability. How McIntyre stacks up from an arm talent perspective should become more clear with added exposure in neutral settings, along with viewing his progression as a junior. Another quarterback Tennessee very much in the mix for, Deuce Knight, says he has one of the higher upsides among the 25 quarterbacks. He says he is an elite athlete for the position, ripping off a 4.53 second 40-yard dash, 4.39 second short shuttle, and absolutely phenomenal 41.9 inch vertical at the Elite 11's Oxford Regional. Says he's a taller lefty. I wonder if Josh Heupel raises an eyebrow at that. 6 foot, 4.5, 180 pounds. Had a solid sophomore season. He'll need to take a jump as a player on Friday nights to get in the mix. If his physical tools are indication, it could be a matter of time. So again, a couple of quarterbacks there, George McIntyre, Deuce Knight. We're going to take a look at them. I want to know who you guys favor. But first and foremost, do me another favor. Smash that thumbs up just below the video. I would greatly appreciate it. It's quick, free, and easy. It does help the channel. Also, you want to give a little bit more, hit that thanks button. It's like a super chat on a video. It is a thank you. It is a tip in the tip jar. I would greatly appreciate it. And also, if you're new to the Talkin' Balls Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. We are building a community of Tennessee fans right here on the Talkin' Balls Network. We're talking with you. It's a conversation. We're not talking at you. So if you enjoy it, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Working on a fun live stream for Thursday night at 8 p.m. Make sure you check in for that. And then also this video, George McIntyre versus Deuce Knight, is kind of a preview for an upcoming live stream. We're going to do a film breakdown live with Coach Jay, taking a look at both of these quarterbacks, because the reason for the conversation, we'll get George McIntyre up here on the screen first. The reason for the conversation is message board rumors, message board drama. George McIntyre, Deuce Knight, a couple of guys that Tennessee is out front for. I actually just saw it last night in the Monday night chat over at VAWLS. Austin Price said Tennessee leads for both of these quarterbacks. And where some of the drama started was there was rumors and innuendo. You know how that goes. All the message board rumors that Tennessee was going to be getting a commitment from Deuce Knight sooner rather than later. Now, is that true? Do I have proof of that? No, I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But if you look at the On3 industry rankings, they've got Deuce Knight at 85th nationally. They have George McIntyre at 12th nationally. So a lot of people, a lot of Tennessee fans, a lot of the diehards want George McIntyre in the boat. And on top of that, he's an in-state kid. You got a guy that's the number 2 ranked quarterback in the country. He is the top player out of the state of Tennessee. You kind of want to feel like you have to make him a priority. On the other side of that, Deuce Knight is out of Mississippi. So which guy do you take? If you take the commitment from Deuce Knight, are you able to continue to recruit George McIntyre? Could you land a commitment from both of those guys? You look at the profile on the screen, going to break them down one by one. 6'5.5", 185 pounds. Again, in-state kid, Brentwood Academy. You got to make this kid a priority. 4-star prospect, I fully expect that to change. He'll end up a 5-star. Top player in the state of Tennessee, number 2 quarterback in the country, 12th nationally, been on campus so much, visited quite a bit. You take a look at the scouting report for George McIntyre. Tall, strong, armed passer who looks like one of the top quarterback prospects in the 2025 cycle early on. Got a slender build, checking in at 6'5", 180 pounds, flashes a quick, tight throwing motion with the ability to drive the ball downfield with ease. Comfortable delivering to multiple levels on the field from within the pocket or outside of structure. Capable of placing high-level throws into tight windows, more of a pass-first quarterback. Here's where the difference comes in. Pass-first quarterback. We were just talking about Deuce Knight and the 40 time, the speed, the athleticism. McIntyre, more of a pocket guy, pass-first quarterback, but shows encouraging pocket movement and improvisational skills as the first-year varsity starter. Posted an efficient sophomore season while playing against good competition, doubles as a top basketball player with Power 5 offers on the hardwood, will need to continue adding mass and strength to his frame. Projects as one of the top 2025 quarterback prospects. And again, you can go look at the offers list. Everybody is on the offers list. Georgia, Alabama, LSU. But again, according to Austin Price over at VolQuest, Tennessee out front for George McIntyre. So let's take a look at Deuce Knight. Let's say Deuce Knight does want to commit. How do you handle that as Josh Heupel? You got 2 of the top quarterbacks in the class of 25. Do you take the commitment from Deuce Knight and then continue to work on George McIntyre? Could you possibly take 2 quarterbacks? We talk about how difficult it is to keep your quarterback room full. Look at Taven Jackson, transfers to Indiana because he saw the writing on the wall with Nico. Look at Harrison Bailey, can't get on the field. Transfers to UNLV, can't get on the field there. Now he's in the portal. I don't know if he's ever ended up anywhere. You can't keep a quarterback room full. How are you going to recruit 2 guys in the same class? Who do you make a priority? Deuce Knight, 6'4.5", 180 pounds, out of Mississippi, 3rd-ranked player out of the state, 6th quarterback in the country, 85th overall nationally. Now we go take a look at the scouting report for Deuce Knight. And again, I'm excited. First Wednesday in June. Coach Jay's going to be in the house. We're going to do a live stream that Wednesday night. We're going to compare the film. We're going to break it down because I want to know what you guys think. Who you taking, George McIntyre or Deuce Knight? If you got to prioritize, if you got to take one. Scouting report from May the 15th says Deuce Knight made a strong claim as the most athletic quarterback in the 2025 cycle. So we've got a quarterback on one hand that's more of a pocket guy, pass-first guy. Now we take a look at Deuce Knight. They're talking about the athleticism. Says he moves up 35 spots to number 28 overall in the updated On 300. Knight checked in at 6'4.5", 180 pounds at the Elite 11's Oxford Regional. Posted some eye-popping combine numbers. 4.5340. So again, what's your priority as you recruit the quarterback position? A guy that throws first, a guy that's got the speed, the escapability. We saw what Hendon Hooker was able to do, escaping the pocket, making plays with his feet. Josh Heupel wants to spread you wide. Those wide splits. He's going to take shots over the top. Those safeties are going to drop back. It's going to open up the middle of the field. That's why they have so much success in the run game. Now you add another element when you've got an athletic quarterback that can get out of the pocket, move around. Now you got to cover something else in this high-octane offense. Says the tall lefty has also made strides as a passer, displaying a strong arm and improved consistency. His upside looks to be as high as any quarterback in the cycle. So that's the scouting report on Deuce Knight. So I ask you guys a little preview, a little trailer, a little teaser leading up to the live stream coming up first Wednesday of June. Who you taking, George McIntyre or Deuce Knight? Or do you think Josh Heupel has an opportunity to land both of them? Josh Heupel is building a quarterback pipeline. We talk about the wide receivers. Put more wide receivers into the NFL in the last 3 years than any other head coach in the country. Now we got to start putting quarterbacks in the league. Started with Hendon Hooker. Now let's get Joe Milton there, and then we'll start talking about Nico Iamaleava. But I want to hear from you guys in the comment section. As always, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. Go check out the merch, bonfire.com/store/talking balls. Also want to remind you members, make sure you keep those memberships up to date because they do expire. If you don't have that Power T beside your name, make sure you hit that join button down below. For as little as $1 a month, you're supporting what we are building around here. I would greatly appreciate it. You guys that are members of the channel, give me an opportunity to do this thing full time, so I'm forever grateful for that. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talking Balls Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.